Hey guys, I know you're bored of me already because I'm bored of myself. But anyway, here with another episode, another topic, and that is nutrition myths. Because apparently, some of the stuff I've been sharing, I've been getting questions about them, and people were like, "Oh, I didn't know that was true." So there's a lot of myths that go around when it comes to nutrition, bro science, and stuff. Uh, I'll start first with the very common myth that is eating healthy means losing weight. That is not correct. Eating healthy and being in a caloric deficit means losing weight. Eating junk and being in a caloric deficit means losing weight. If you eat too much of healthy food and you consume more calories than what your body needs to maintain your weight, then you're gonna gain weight. So it doesn't matter what source of food you're eating. What matters the most for losing weight is the amount of calories you're consuming. So if eating healthy keeps you in a caloric deficit, then let it be. If not, then you need to still calculate your macros and calories to be able to lose weight. Um, but on the other hand, so the the method I use is called if it fits your macros. It basically means that whatever you eat is fine as long as you consume the amount of calories and macros you need for the day. The macros being protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Um, Now there are pros and cons to both methods. Eating healthy alone does not mean losing weight, but if you eat healthy in a caloric deficit, you are gonna get better health benefits. That's the most important part, and also you're gonna eat a lot more of food because, like I said before, that healthy food contains less calories per gram, so you're gonna eat more grams of food and you're gonna be full. Um, the if it fits your macros approach is better if you have cravings, if you like certain foods that are considered bad for you. There's I'll go on to that myth as myth number two, because that's a very common myth. Anyway, so that approach is better if you have certain cravings, um, but you need to keep in mind that unhealthy food is unhealthy regardless. Even if you lose weight, that doesn't mean that you're being healthy. So that's another very common myth, and that is losing weight means you're healthy. That's not correct. Most of the people you see on stage bodybuilding at like 2-3% body fat, that's not healthy. So losing weight alone does not mean that you're healthy. You still need to eat a healthy, balanced diet that gets you the nutrition that your body needs. So moving on to the third myth, and that is, wait, what was it? God, I forgot. Uh, oh yeah, so foods that are bad for you. There are not a single food that is bad for you. Okay, in terms of weight loss, they are bad for you in terms of health, in terms of heart complications, in terms of diabetes, etc., etc. But when it comes to weight loss, there is not a single food that is considered bad for your weight loss. There is not a single food that you will eat and your body's gonna go like, oh, I'm not gonna lose weight anymore because you had this piece of chocolate. Your body does not work like that. Food is fuel again and again. It needs a certain amount of fuel to maintain your body weight. If you consume more than that, it stores. If you consume less than that, it burns the fuel source in your body, that is fat, for energy. So food is energy. If you know how to use it, then it's not going to be stored, no matter how big that Big Mac was or how big that chocolate bar was. So to conclude this myth, there is not a single food that is bad for weight loss. What matters is the amount of calories you consume at the end of the day. Another nutrition myth that is very commonly believed, and that is you need to consume 6 meals a day to lose weight, and that doesn't make any sense to me because why six? Like, why not seven? Why not 6.5? If I have a bite of biscuit, is that a meal? So yeah, that myth is complete bullshit. Uh, the main purpose for that myth was to keep your metabolism working, but all studies have proven that it does not matter how many meals you consume a day. The thermic effect of food, that is, that the effect of that food has on metabolism is more relevant to the amount of food, the amount of calories you're consuming at the end of the day than how many meals you're consuming. So you do not have to consume 6 meals a day. You do not have to consume 2 meals a day. Consume as many meals that's as much as possible to get the amount of calories that you need. Whether you do it in 2 meals, whether you do it in 8 meals, whatever suits you, whatever suits your lifestyle, stick to that. As long as you're consuming the amount of calories that you need to be consuming, then you're gonna get to the goal of yours, whichever goal it was, whether gaining weight, maintaining, or losing. There's also lots of myths that go around about food that help you, that are fat burning and stuff like that, like apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, celery. What else? You know the list more than I do, because I don't believe in this. What these certain foods do is that they help in digestion, like apple cider vinegar, like lemon, cinnamon, etc. They help with the way your body responds to glucose, etc., etc. But they do not directly contribute to fat loss. What they do is that they maintain optimal health, optimal gut health, insulin, etc. So they help indirectly, just like any other healthy food or multivitamin or fish oil. It's a combination of a multidisciplinary approach where you get all the systems working together. So it's not necessarily just one food that is going to give you a benefit that's not in other foods. So you should look at it from the bigger picture. Calories is what determines weight loss. If you want to do it right, if you want to do it in a healthy way, those certain foods can help you with that. That's my 2 cents on that point. And here comes my favorite myth, and that is, if you consume carbs before bed, you gain weight. And honestly, the first time I've heard this myth, I'll never forget this. My question to the person was, how does my body know? How does my body know it's 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. or you're not supposed to consume carbs after 7 p.m. Does my body know it's like, oh, it's 7 now? So the guy was like, no, but when you go to bed, you do not use that energy. But I studied medicine, and in medicine we know that even when you're sleeping, you're still using energy. And even if you store it and you didn't use it that day, the next day you're gonna use it. So I hope that myth doesn't make sense to you as much as it didn't make any sense to me. It does not matter if you consume carbs before bed. What matters the most, again and again, is your total amount of calories for the whole day. Oh, yeah, since I've showed you this, I have a brand new arrival right here, brand new package from Cymex. I'll share this with you guys later on. I can't wait to try some of the new products. Anyway, back to the main topic. So carbs before bed do not make you fat. It's the total amount of calories at the end of the day that makes you fat. If, let's say, your maintenance calories are 2,200, if you consume 2,000 calories and you consume all of them right before bed, and that's it for the whole day, you're still gonna lose weight. If your maintenance calories are 2,200 and you consume all of them, and you consume like 2,500 and all of them before 7 p.m. and you go to bed at like 11 or 12, you're still gonna gain weight. So I hope this clears this stupid myth.